Stephen Talks. Today I'm going to be discussing about hardcover books versus tablets or e-readers. So, first of all, I'm going to start with hardcover books. So, hardcover books are extremely nice. For one, they have the smell that everyone loves to have when you're reading books. The smell is nice, and there's nothing quite like turning a page every time you're reading a book or getting to the end of a book and finishing. But, that being said, one of the disadvantages of a hardcover book is how difficult they are to store. I mean, just look behind me, you can see all the books around there. All of those books would be able to fit onto a tablet like this, which this is actually a large tablet compared to most other tablets or e-readers that you might have. So that is something to think about. But if you happen to believe that the world could come to an end, or that some of these companies that you've bought these books through, like Amazon, Barnes & Nobles, or anything else like that, might perhaps go out of business and you will lose everything you have, then you can understand where paperback books or paper books will be useful. Because once you buy them, as long as you keep them in decent shape, you will own them forever. That is the advantages and disadvantages of having a paper book. Now, e-readers, on the other hand, are really nice because of the sheer amount of books that you can hold on one device. It's very nice to be able to open a book, or open your device, open your books, and be able to read one of any book that you want on the tablet at any given time. Now, that being said, they also have the added ability on most e-readers of having a lighted back, which allows you to read in the dark or on the go, when you would not otherwise have light available. But, because all of your books are stored on one device, if you happen to lose that device, you will lose all of the books that you have, or you'll have to re-download them, which is another disadvantage, is downloading books. Because if you want to read a book, you can just open the book. On the paperback, you can just open a book and read it. Well, this one, you oftentimes have to download it before you can read it. Another advantage to these is how easily accessible the books are. To get a paperback book, you just go on your bookstore and you buy it. And it's there for you, instantly. You just have to download it and it's there. While with a paperback book, you have to go to a store and attempt to buy it. But that also could be a bad thing, because if you're like me or my friend, we happen to like the collection aspect of books. And there's nothing quite like having a stack of books on your bookshelf that you could just choose from at any time. Also, most paperback books, for research purposes, do have an index in the back. And the index is very nice, as this one does have an index. It allows you to easily see where certain terms are and flip to them, while that is not easily accessible on paperback books, or ebooks, which is a very nice feature when you're doing research or anything like that. So, those are my thoughts on paperback books versus ebooks. I hope you enjoyed my talk, and I hope to see you back next week. This has been Stephen on Stephen Talks.